What's going on YouTube? GraveCinder here and welcome back for another episode of Cities Skylines. In the previous episode, we went ahead and we built our very first park, which is hanging out over here and causing some traffic with people leaving as well. In this episode, what we're going to be focusing on is building onto this area over here that I kind of sort of already started. The reason I started this without recording is because I was playing around with a bunch of ideas and how to and what's gonna look good, what won't, and I came up with this. So we are still gonna have the two parks that I mentioned that we're gonna have here, which is going to be the amusement park as well as the zoo. But we're also gonna have the TripX launch site over here as well, which is what's going on here. So how I've decided to split these up is we're gonna have the zoo start right over here and kind of go out in that way, and the amusement park is gonna take up this whole area right over here. And looks like we're having a little bit of increased amount of traffic over here as well, which we'll keep an eye on, see what's going on there and what happens in the future. So without further ado, let's begin. What we're going to do first is we're going to connect this with a little bit of power, and I think we can grab a power connection from there temporarily. I think that should work. That may or may not, will not provide power over here, which is okay. No worries. I've already went ahead and I laid down the piping. So I kind of want to start with the amusement park. So I left this area over here open. This is a one-way road leading into the entrance to the park. And then this is a one-way road leaving the park. So over here, we're gonna come up with a creative design, maybe a couple of rocks and whatnot, right in front of the entrance to the amusement park. So now what we have to do is we have to figure out where it's going to lead from here, from the entrance, because obviously we're not going to be putting in any side gates up here or down here. So we're simply just going to figure out where and what and how it's going to be laid out. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with a straight walkway, kind of like that. We're going to bring one. Let's actually place, is this it? This is it right here, the amusement park plaza. And here I go again. I caught myself not zoning in the area. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to make sure that we have the whole area zoned so we don't run into this issue later. Then we'll worry about making it look all pretty. So we'll do that right there for the time being. All right, so going back to it, amusement park, we have the plaza, and we're going to use that guy, and we're going to place him right over here up against the entrance. And where is it? Oh my goodness, I went way too far. So we're going to select this this road back up, and we're going to, well, let's come out to about there for now. These are going to be kind of like the main arteries to the walkways or the pathways in the particular park itself. So we have a start. We have the amusement park plaza. What we are going to do is we're going to double up on those, and we're going to put one right over here. So we're going to have two of those. I do have the game on 3 speed because I'm waiting to see what is going to happen here and if that's going to disappear or if we need to put in additional work. So I'm just letting that play itself out. And I was just gonna say, I thought I saw a whole lot of people or trucks turning around over here, but they're not. So we'll look into this in a later stage. Let's focus on the task at hand, which is putting the park in. So like I was saying, main arteries kind of going through the park itself. 2 plazas. We do need the cafe somewhere over here, and let's actually have that guy right in there. And now we need something for this area right here. Souvenir shop is too small. I kind of want a main attraction or something as soon as you get in through the gate. And I think these game booths are gonna be a good placement. So we're gonna put one there, and then we're gonna double up and put one right in there. I think that should be just a-okay, kind of like a little, you know, entrance thingy through like an entrance area, a main area into the amusement park. Hopefully you guys understand. Trust me, once it's all nicely built and done, it'll all come together and it'll look really good. So we're gonna use the pathway with some trees right there just for the time being. If it doesn't end up working out in the future, we can easily take it out, but that's kind of what we're gonna have there for now. This fence looks kind of cool. We got to use some more of that through this park. Let's go ahead and make a marker there, and we'll make a marker there for the time being. All right, so now we do need to add a souvenir shop. I kind of like this area right here for it. So there we go. We'll place that there, and believe it or not, the power icons are really annoying. So what we're gonna do is let's provide the wind turbine there, just so we can have a little bit of power while we're building, so we're not having these ugly looking icons up top. So that's actually gonna turn the park on, and there should be some visitors starting to come in. So I think we have a good beginning here. So while I'm scrolling through this, I'm not doing it just to waste time. I'm actually thinking of what else we can place over here so it would look actually nice. I'm thinking let me see what happens if I do this. Oh, come on. It's not even that close. It's making us snap too. Yeah, and I don't wanna create that. I was gonna use this pathway through here and kind of maybe put in some rocks and whatnot over here, but I guess it's not gonna work. That's okay. No worries. Let's make sure that we have all of our snapping turned back on. There we go. Let's see. Let's go ahead and we're just gonna round off the... Will that work? That's not gonna work. What if we come as close to there and do something like that, and we'll place a little tree. Ooh, a big tree. That'll work. There we go. All right, I like it. There we go. Filled in the gap. So from here, what I'd like to do is kind of maybe create some rides over here on this side. So let's do a curve. We'll go out by one and something like that. Let's see if we can select the middle point of this, and we can. There we go. I don't want to go too far. And I'm just gonna do that. How long was this? This was 100 and 100. There we go. Let's see what's gonna fit well in this area. So I know we have some of these larger rides. Roller coaster is too big. The Ferris wheel, check it out. Let's put the Ferris wheel right there. Perfect. I think that's gonna look really nice. I think that should get some power from the other buildings as well. Okay, and then in the future we're gonna worry about maybe putting in some decor and whatnot through here, but we'll leave it just like it is for now. Okay, and then what we can do here is we can possibly make it like a little hangout area with a bunch of these props that we have right over here. Right over here, there they are. So like a little rest hangout area and whatnot right in front of the Ferris wheel. We're gonna put some of these food stands and what have you right in that area. So what I'm gonna do, without wasting too much of your guys' time, I'm gonna fill this in and then I will be back to show you what I've done. Alright guys, well, this is what I've come up with. So I've used two different kinds of tiles. One is naturally from the amusement park and the other one is from the Natural Reserve Park, so the very last park available there. So I kind of created some pathways in between over here, connected everything together, and put in like a little hangout area with some benches and places where the kids can play and whatnot, just hanging out right in the center. I think the water fountain's pretty cool. It's not a working water fountain, but this guy seems to be having a whole lot of fun. This is Chirpy. And there is his launch pad. But in any case, that's kind of, sort of, what I've come up with right there. I don't think that we're going to be putting anything over here aside from fencing and trees to kind of hide it from the highway. So now we have to come out this way and expand into this area. So what we're gonna do is let's come right over here. We're gonna go back to the path. Well, let's use the ones with the trees. So I gotta turn all of this back on. Okay, I think we're good. Right about to here, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna curve from here to here. All right, and then from here we're gonna, let's come to about there, and this traffic over here is now starting to concern me just a little bit because we have it backed up all the way to now here. I have no idea why or what changed. Let's take a look at some of these cars and see what's going on. Driving to work, driving to Cat Park, driving out of the city to work. So a lot of these people are driving to work over down this way, which we're gonna have to focus on some public transport for this particular area. So we need to look into that. In any case, we'll let it play out and we'll come back to it. I just don't like to see traffic. That's my big thing. We're at 80%, so it's still not terrible, but I mean this stuff is bruise red. right here, and I don't like it all that much. All right, enough about traffic. Let's come over here. Let's see if we can possibly put in the roller coaster. Come on, where are you? There you are, big guy. All right, so roller coaster, I think yes. I think yes, right in there, it'll be good. Then we're gonna put in a fence over here, kind of like if you're driving through here, through all of this traffic, and you don't really want to go to the park, but you see the roller coaster and how much fun the people are having, you can easily make a right-hand turn and get in there. So I think that'll incentivize some people to come over here and visit our park. So we have the roller coaster. I have no idea how it's connected to the power there, but we're not gonna challenge that at the moment. Let's see. We can do that right in there, and then over here I want to put in an additional large ride, and the other large ride that we have is this one. So we're going to use this guy right over here on the corner. There we go. I think that'll look good right there. And then we have to put something over here on this side too, and I really like these ones. I'd like one there, and I want to put one. I want to put it right over here on the main street or main road. So we have two of them there. Over here we can either do like a block like this, or we can just put in some trees to kind of blend the area in a little bit. And so far it's looking good, guys. To me, it's looking like a medium-sized amusement park. Alright guys, so looking at the power transfer over here, I think we can actually get rid of the wind turbine because the Ferris wheel is now giving us plenty of connection to get power, right? Or no? Yeah, because we're connected right over here. Okay, so I was looking at this traffic over here. It's starting to annoy me really bad. So what I tried doing is putting in a turnaround point over here, as well as making this highway a 3-lane highway. However, none of that stuff seems to be working really well. So here's what we're going to do. This rock formation over here has been with us for as long as I can remember since we put it in, but unfortunately we're going to have to get rid of it in order to provide a tunnel for all of these folks to come over here to this other side. So let's do that now. What we're gonna do is, let's go over here. We're gonna let's just do it with 2-lane roads for now. Turn off snapping, and let's see, where are we here? If we go straight, I think this will work right here. So let's just do that right there. I do want to make sure that we have a smooth-ish connection to here. And let's see. We're going to come up as soon as it lets us. We're going to curve it. There we go. All right, hopefully that's not going to cause too much traffic congestion right there. Let's see where we need to be here. So if we go from, let's say here, down this way. Okay. All right, I got it. We're gonna pause the game for this. Actually, we're gonna start up here. Okay, I think something like that should be just fine. Let's upgrade everything to the highway on off ramp road. So we'll do this, this. Come on. Okay, so that's all now the one-way road. Let's resume the simulation. We're gonna let it play out, and we'll see what happens there. All right. The other thing that I was noticing now, not to stray too much away from building the park itself, is that we have a lot of industrial demand as well as some residential. So let's zone the last couple of bits of residential that we can over here. And I think what we can do is zone here. We're just gonna spam all of this with high density residential. So all the way to there. We can even put that bit there. Same thing there. And let's repeat over here on this side. So hopefully it's going to help our population there for just a small amount of time. For the rest of the industrial demand or the job demand, we're going to zone up these and see what happens. And it looks like on this side we have all of these zoned. So let's zone up over here as well. There we go. I think that should be just a-okay for now. We'll see how the game reacts to the change that we just made, and we'll come back. So hopefully these guys are going to start using this tunnel here pretty quickly. There we go. I saw some cars, and traffic's actually decreasing here already. Now what it's probably going to do is going to make this area right here a lot more congested than it was before. So we'll kind of keep an eye on that and go from there. But getting back to the park, I'm kind of curious to see. We have 188 visitors so far, with not a whole lot of gameplay. I think this area is gonna suit the amusement park pretty well. The other thing that I want to do is I want to do something over here. As you can see, we have the gate coming around there. I think the gate's gonna swing all the way around down this way, as my water bottle just made a pop. So let's put something over here. What else do we have? Let's try and complete the amusement park before we end the episode. We have the bumper cars, so we can put the bumper cars right there. I think that should be fine. I think in between the episodes, what I'll do is I'll just kind of beautify the area a little bit off camera and show you guys what it looks like at the end. House of Horrors. Oh, we do have to put this one in here, and I think we're gonna kind of hide it a little bit right there. The nice thing about these is you can put them anywhere in the park and then come back later and build the roads or the pathway. So we'll put that one there. Let's see about connecting a pathway from there and from here to there. Let's first grab the pathway itself. And there it is, and let's see if we can make a straight line. And there we go. All right, let's go freeform. Okay, that works for me. And something like that should be just fine for now. Now I want to put in some restrooms over here as well. You always want to have a lot of restrooms in an amusement park. So we'll put some there. Let's put a souvenir shop right here. And we're going to pretend that all of these souvenir shops are different than the rest of them, right? So you have different items to buy in this souvenir shop rather than the one that we have over here. So we'll have one there. Let's put a souvenir shop. See if we can make it fit. We can, kind of like right there on the corner. I think that should be just fine. Gonna grab our pathway again. And we'll come to there and we'll kind of make a line like so. A connection point to here. Why is this being weird? All right, that's fine. How about a carousel? Right there. A piggy train. We're gonna put that one right here. Rotating teacups, we'll put them right here and over here on this corner. Swinging boat, I thought we had one of these already, but in the event that we don't, we'll put another one right there. What else do we have? House of Horrors, we already put that one in there. Bumper cars, we can put some bumper cars right there. We can even put a set right here, just in case this one gets full. We can use this one. And one more. I myself really like the bumper cars. I enjoyed these a lot as a kid. Alright, so I think we're kind of reaching the capacity of how many things we can put in the park itself. The popularity of it is growing, which is nice to see. We have 316 visitors right now. Traffic over here has solved itself. Super awesome to see. We can even go ahead and get rid of this right there. These guys are still struggling a little bit, and that's because we have the one lane going up to the highway there. Not a whole lot I can do about that at the time being, so we'll leave it as it is. Another thing that I did, I don't think I showed you guys, is I flattened out this area over here. We are running out of room. I actually think we just ran out of room of zoning residential. So we have this area actually right here that we can zone with residential. We're gonna mimic that over here on this side. So aside from that, we're pretty full. We can't zone any more residential because everything else is done. So what I'm thinking is kind of creating a small little high density part of town or another city or something over here on this side. So we're gonna have to mess with the connections and everything, but I think that's a project for another episode. But I'm really glad that we got this this traffic over here solved. It was kind of making me a little bit nervous, and it doesn't even look like that it affected this area too much either. Kind of sad to see all those rocks go and everything, but the city's growing. We had to do it. I think everything else is doing good for now. Oh, now that we don't have the disappearing commercial, let's put in a couple of shops over here in this area. I think that'll suit us well. See, where else do we have that we can zone more residential before we start expanding over onto the other side of the river. We could zone a little bit of residential here, can't we? Yeah, we can. There we go. We can put some right there. And I think that's about all. We do have all of these IT cluster buildings that just came through here. And I still really love the view that you can see over here through the buildings. And you can see the monorails going through. Really, really cool. We could even turn this into a park now that we have park life, kind of make it a little central park or whatnot. Not 100% sure yet, but we'll see. All right, what do we have in this triangle here? We don't have anything. In this triangle, we don't have anything. I don't think it'll be a bad idea to zone some more residential there, because we do need it. See, I'm really just trying to cram as many people into the city right now as we absolutely can. And here we go, these guys are complaining again. Oh well. You know what we are gonna do? We're gonna start our forestry industry. Let's do that. We do have a small demand for jobs, so let's make the district first. That way we don't start zoning a regular industry. So we'll do just that for now. I'll clean that up a little bit later to make sure we assign the forestry industry to it. And let's start zoning over here. We'll zone that whole interior area and the exterior. I'm gonna provide a fire station here. There we go. This way we can run power right away. Oh, it's actually connected. Perfect. All right, nothing to worry about there. And I believe we do have water. We do. We have water there. We're good to go. So that's gonna help us with the job demand just for a short amount of time until the city grows even more. But I think that's gonna conclude this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, wait! Before I go, I added an additional water feature there, so hopefully that'll kind of help balance out our lake there. So now, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, be the best that you can be in everything that you do. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.